custom footwear worn by some of your favorite athletes.
You would not believe how many Next Level Custom.
Next Level Custom.
Next Level Customs.
Next Level Custom.
Best custom-made shoes in baseball.
Next Level Custom. Shout out Next Level Custom.
His art walks the walk. So far, every piece has been a home run.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Shop Talk Podcast. This is episode 2. We are live from the La Quinta Inn in Central Clearwater. It's gorgeous here. We love being here. We're here for spring training.
Yep.
We thought we might as well knock some episodes out while we're down here. We got some special guests coming up on the next couple episodes, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And, welcome back to the podcast. How you feeling, Dad? You look sunburned as shit.
I am absolutely burnt, but it's a good burnt. I don't care, and it's just nice to be here. It's a little cloudy, but blue skies. I'm sure nobody back in Philly will feel bad for us.
Yeah, I feel it beating on my neck as we speak. I'm already sunburned, but it's like what, like 40 something, 47 degrees today, which is actually warm for this time of year, but it's
71.
Here it is.
Yes.
Yeah, here it is, but
Back in Philly, it's around 50 some degrees. So.
Well, it could be worse.
Yes.
But a lot to get to today. And the next couple episodes, it's kind of fluid right now. We know who's going to be on. It's just when and, the times and all. But, we're so happy to be here. We do want to give a special shout-out to the La Quinta Inn in Clearwater. It is absolutely beautiful here. It's literally right across the street from Baycare Ballpark where the Phillies do their spring training games. So
yeah, I spoke to someone that said that they actually took longer walks from the parking lot at Citizens Bank Park.
That's true.
To the stadium.
That's true.
It's literally steps away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, it's nice.
Would you say it's about a 2.5 beer walk?
Nah, yeah. Depends how quick you drink.
It depends the kind of drinker you are.
Me, it was about a 3 beer.
A three beer walk.
Yeah,
that's too long, I think. It depends how fast you're putting them down, though. But
last night was a rough night too, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's about a 2.5 beer walk from here over to the stadium.
Yeah.
So, but the people they've been absolutely amazing here. The people that stay here.
Yeah,
amazing.
Ownership. Shout out to the ownership.
Absolutely.
They've been very accommodating to us, and they let us set up here. So also, this is literally South Philly in Florida. There's so many Phillies fans. A lot of people from Philly. I mean, it's convenient. It's literally right there.
Yes.
So, a lot of people that are going to the games, they stay for the week and hit up all the games. But
people my age will probably sit there and know. It gives me that Melrose Place vibe.
Yeah.
You might not know what I'm talking about, but a lot of people. I mean, it's beautiful. Heated
for
pool.
Sure.
Heated pool.
Oh, the pool, the hot tub.
I mean, and like Ryan was saying, you go for breakfast in the morning. It's like people are from
Lenny's, right next door.
Yes. You got people from all over Philly, South Philly, Northeast Philly,
Delco.
Delco. A lot of people from Delco we spoke to today. So, it's like being at home, but just the weather
in Florida.
10
nice.
times better. Yes.
Nice.
So this is great. This is absolutely great. So.
Yeah, we love it here. So again, shout out to La Quinta Inn in Central Clearwater. Definitely book here if you plan on going to Phillies Spring Training. Plan on staying in a hotel. La Quinta Inn, Central Clearwater is the perfect place to be as a Phillies fan.
Yes,
so
check this place out first. You'll get some. I mean, you get some fans from some other.
Yeah.
Places,
A lot of Blue Jays
so,
fans. Yeah. Who else? Rays, obviously, because we're so close to Tampa, but.
But it's a relaxed vibe. Nobody's really into it yet, so there's no back and forth.
Right.
So it's again great people though. Great people, great place. To me, I almost hate to bring it up because it's like a hidden gem.
He's gonna gatekeep the hotel.
Yeah, I'm trying to gatekeep it because this place is great. This is our third year being here. So to me, but I really do think it's a great place to go, especially as far as how close it is to the stadium and just how great the people are here.
Right. So. For sure. So a lot has gone on since our first episode. So much has gone on, actually. We shot that in beginning of January, was it?
Which one? What are you talking about?
The first episode?
Yes, the first one.
So it was early in January. since that February has been absolutely insane for us. But beyond that, like we did the Pete Davidson pair with the Big Dom pair, and then we actually got a chance to do Cooper DeJean Super Bowl cleats, which is just
that I can't
insane.
believe that was when he had that pick six. I mean, it was crazy to begin with. Just being an Eagles fan, seeing that was incredible. But just the fact that he was wearing our cleats that we did for him, I mean, no one ever could take that away from you.
Never. And I honestly, like, we joked about it the whole week, right? Like, oh, what if he gets a pick six or if he interception, or like you joke about that stuff. But then when it actually happens, like, the emotions just take over. You felt like you just picked them off. Like, we're jumping up and down. Like, everyone's texting me and trying to call me, and it's just like insanity. But that was really cool. Shout out Coop.
Yes. So that's the
very
beginning.
Grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah. Hopefully it's the beginning of a long relationship to do
Absolutely.
some more cleats for him. And,
Absolutely.
It just that was the beginning of the month, and then the end of the month. Where we're at, and I don't know if you're gonna drop.
Yeah, we
can
can do it now. I mean, it'll drop in a couple weeks, but well, a couple weeks from today, of course. But long trip down. We drove. We had to drive because there was we had some issues with our flights. We wanted to fly. We had it all set up, and then we realized how much stuff we needed to take down, so we didn't want to ship it down and risk getting lost or whatever. So we ended up driving. We did what was it? At the end of the day, it was probably about 18 hours after we stopped and all that.
Yes.
So
it was a long drive, but there was a lot of interchangeable parts as far as cleats we needed to bring down for players, and a lot of merch that we brought down. But I don't think it was that bad. I really don't.
No, not at all.
It wasn't bad.
It worked out really well. But yeah, we did 3 pairs this year. We also coming back with some pairs, but we did a pair for Weston Wilson. We did a pair for Orion Kerkering. They'll both be on the podcast here in the next couple of episodes. And we actually did a pair for Bryce Harper.
Yes, the unicorn. What'd you say, the unicorn?
The unicorn, man. He like, artists haven't been able to get to him for a really long time. So being able to even say that sounds insane.
Yes.
Just to say that, like, we did a pair for Bryce Harper is just incredible.
Just a great guy. Guy. That project was really fun.
Yeah, shout out Davo. We want to have Davo on the pod too.
If it wasn't for Davo,
Davo's the man.
He made that work. He made it happen. We'll have him on, and I absolutely have a ton of questions for him.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, he got the hook up for us. So shout out Davo, and he really got us connected, and we were able to do the pair for Bryce. So that'll all drop probably before this podcast. So
yes,
everyone will probably see it before that, but. It literally just happened today. Really great. He's really cool. But yeah, it's just insane to even say that sentence.
So we started the month off with Cooper.
Yeah, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and ended it with Bryce.
With Bryce. So it's a whirlwind. It happens fast.
Crazy.
It happens really fast. So it's definitely it's definitely been a blessing. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes.
It took a really long time to get to this position. Like we really grinded it out, like just to even get noticed by these MLB guys, and
the fact that they just appreciate what we do too.
Yeah, it feels so good though, because we've been told forever you'll never get Bryce. Yeah, Bryce will never wear your stuff. Bryce doesn't wear customs like he used to. Yeah. You're never gonna get him. Or it'll be like the backhanded stuff, like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna do Bryce Harper next?"
Yeah, I've done a couple pairs of cleats for some of the Phillies, and the first question is,
"Did you ever do Bryce Harper?"
Yeah.
So it felt so good to cross that off the list.
And he really did seem like he loved them, and he was really happy with the way they turned out.
For sure.
Which that's the first thing that you're looking for.
Yeah, you want to make sure they appreciate it and they like it, and
So I'm glad. I'm really happy the way that worked out and everything, and just every year we come down here, and this is our third, like I said, this is our third year doing drops for the guys, and it's great. It's really great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But you might see some extra stuff on our set today, besides being behind the brick wall and all that. But Yards Brewery, official sponsor of the Next Level Custom Shop Talk podcast.
Great stuff.
Very appreciative to them. They hooked us up. They brought us. We were able to take a lot of beer down, give it out to some people here at the hotel.
Big shout out to Jason.
Jason Flowers, the
thank
GOAT.
you. You're
Shout
the
out
man.
him.
Yes.
He really,
Everybody's been their praises for everything, and they're real happy.
everyone
with it.
likes the Philly Standard. What you're drinking right now?
That's what it is. The standard with the can with
Kyle Schwarber
on it. That seems to be the favorite
go-to.
right now. Yeah,
The go-to.
And then I kind of agree with them. I mean, it's good stuff.
It's like a classic
Yeah.
taste. It's something that everyone can kind of enjoy. Like it
I
says
enjoy
on
it.
it literally says easy to drink.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a tailgate beer.
Yep.
And I agree. Like I said, I agree. But the whole Philly Standard thing.
Yeah.
In Philly. Born in Philly, raised in Philly. I'm 100% with that.
And it's something about the beer. It's like even when we were talking to Jason about the brand and how our brands kind of
Yes.
collide, they're so Philly oriented. They want like this is Philly made stuff.
Yeah. They want it 100% Philly.
Yeah,
I
and
mean that's the thing now. It's like, what do the shirts say now?
Philly made.
Philly made, and
That's what it is.
I
It's
love
made in
that.
Philly, Center
It's
City.
Philly made.
Yep.
And it's kind of crazy to me that they don't get it more respect.
Yeah.
You know what
they
I mean?
definitely should.
It's
They're
and
in the
Philly-
stadium.
Yes, Philly is. I mean, Philly goes to bat for their own.
Yep.
And again, I'm not trying to push it or anything like
Yeah.
that, but it is Philly made.
Yeah.
So I really do think that it's something. If you get the chance to do it, to try it, you look for it. And I'll be honest with you, I seen it before.
Yeah.
I go to the distributor.
Well, you see the Kyle Schwarber stuff up and all.
and that catches my attention.
Right.
But I never thought, because I was always, like a one type beer person.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I mean, I've been drinking it while I've been down here. I've been giving it to other guys down here, and everybody's enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you get a chance and you're out there and you see it, grab it, try it.
And they have other
you
stuff
won't be
too. They have the
disappointed.
Tailgate All Stars pack too. It has some different
Yes.
flavors in it. I think there's a lime one, there's a punch one, and an orange one. Is
And
that
then
what
you
it is?
got- Yeah, you got the Hoovy one.
Yeah, Hoovy.
Hoovie's our guy.
Shout out
He's our-
Hoovie's behind the camera
Hoovie's
today.
behind the camera.
He's our fixer today.
He's the orange guy. He loves the
Yeah.
orange Philly Standard. That's his go-to.
Right.
He's not the only one. There's been a couple people that said they love the
Yeah,
orange.
it's someone back there just said they
Yes,
really like the
they
orange
love the
flavor.
orange.
So
I'm going to be calling that the Hoovie
yep,
special.
the Hoovie
so
special right there.
That's the good one. But
Yeah.
I agree. I'm more of a punch guy. I like the punch guy. Punch, punch
Yeah.
kind. But again, like you said, big shout out.
Yeah,
Them
shout
guys
out to
been
them.
awesome.
Something that Jason said that I really liked was, we were talking about the brands and all, and he said he wants to, go to an Eagles tailgate and just find one guy and be like, this is like the spokesperson. Like that really was
you
cool.
are
Like
a Philly
yes,
guy. You are
yes.
100% Philly. He doesn't want, he wants people that represent the city of
Yep.
Philadelphia, which I'm all for that.
I mean, Kyle Schwarber's the perfect guy to put on that.
Yeah.
Hardworking,
Yeah.
gritty. You know what I mean? Like that was a great.
He's the type of guy you could walk into a bar
and have a Yards brewer,
you
Yards
could
beer.
sit
with.
up at the bar and you could sit there and
Yep.
go, he's the guy sitting next
Absolutely.
to you. So I mean,
Absolutely.
Again, nothing but love.
Absolutely.
Nothing but love for them guys and everything that they've done and
Yep.
everything for us. So
For sure.
again, everything's been and again, everybody here, nothing but great things.
Yep.
Nothing but great things.
And Philly sports shirts too. They're
guys-
also sponsoring this episode.
Them guys are like
The GOAT.
fire.
The GOAT.
Them guys are fire.
If you are a Philly sports fan and you don't have a piece of Philly sports shirt, like a Philly sports shirt, what are you doing? He just sent us some the Champions Eagles shirt with all the guys on it. Fire.
that yeah.
Stott shirt. Fire.
It's lit.
The AOK shirt. He's the man. I'll link him, of course. Drew. He's an insanely talented artist. He can really capture the moment, like he did the Saquon.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like he.
If you haven't seen his stuff, look it up.
Go look it up, man.
It's
He's the
incredible.
GOAT.
It's absolutely incredible.
We'll be wearing it too.
Yes.
Um,
Well, we'll post.
Yeah.
We'll post it too.
Yeah. We're gonna hook everybody up because these are brands we really like.
These are guys that are grinding. They're
Yes,
working hard.
yes,
They
yes.
are 100%
And Philly, like it's Philly.
Yes, they
Yes.
are 100% Philly.
Yep.
They're out there. They're busting their asses. They're putting the time in.
Yep.
And then that's I respect that.
Absolutely.
That's what we're all about. So
Absolutely.
I mean, to me, that's one thing that I will say I have no problem.
Absolutely.
Putting them guys out there because they're like us.
Yep.
We're the same way.
Exactly.
We're grinding, putting in the work, and that's what you want to see.
Absolutely.
We don't accept anything less.
Yeah. So yeah, next we're gonna have Orion Kerkering on. We're just gonna, talk about baseball, his life, and fashion, and shoes, and whatever we talk about. So
and I think we have a couple questions from people. You
yeah,
out there that,
from the Instagram.
Anybody had questions, they ask of them. So that should be pretty cool.
Yep,
I think it'll be
Can't
pretty
wait.
cool.
So that'll be in the next segment of the show. Appreciate you guys sticking around, and we'll see you then.
All right.
This episode of the Next Level Custom Shop Talk podcast would not be possible without our great sponsors. We want to thank Philly Sports Shirts for sponsoring this episode of the Shop Talk podcast. Literally the best Philly sports inspired merch in the game. Shout out Drew. Drew makes some absolutely incredible designs. He's an artist, and he really captures the moment, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I love those shirts. The one that I have that I got, the Stott one.
Yeah, the AOK one.
It gives those like comic book vibes.
Yeah.
And it's got like that vintage look to it, which I love.
Yeah.
Again, the material's real solid. It's great to wear if you want to go to like the ballpark or tailgate, and you don't want to just wear the jersey or have one of the jerseys. In the colors. It's great colors, great art. You see a lot of shirts and they're definitely up there. They're
he doesn't only do Phillies either. He does a lot of Eagles. You probably seen the Quinyon Mitchell, Quinyanamo Bay shirts.
Awesome.
That is my favorite one. He hooked me up with one of those.
Yes.
I love it. He just sent us some from his Champions collection with the whole team on it, which was sick. Drew's insane. Go give them a follow. Go buy your merch from them. It's literally the best in the business.
Easy to work with.
Very easy to work with.
Just great.
They're awesome. So definitely go give them a follow and go check out their website and get you some Philly Sports Shirts merch. We'd also like to thank Yards Brewery for sponsoring this episode. We literally brought 18 cases down. And we're down to you can count them on your hands how many beers we have left. It was an absolute winner here at our hotel.
Everybody loved it. It was like bringing part of Philly down here.
Literally.
I know that when people head back, they're going to be looking. They've already said they're going to be looking.
Yep.
People just loved it. They loved the Philly Standard.
Yeah, it's Philly Standard.
They absolutely just went ballistic for it.
Yep.
So, big shout out to them guys over there, Jason.
Shout out Jason. Yep.
Took really good care of us. Everybody absolutely went crazy and enjoyed it. So.
Yeah. So they got obviously the Philly Standard, which is like a more traditional beer. It's something you can kind of relate to. You've had before. Then they had the tailgate pack. Which there was the punch one, the lime one, and the orange one.
Yeah.
They were really popular here as well.
Yes.
You can't really go wrong. They've got something for everyone.
You just keep an eye on the when you go into wherever you buy your beer. They have the displays with Kyle Schwarber.
Yep.
And pretty much it's anywhere in the tri-state area. So that's where
and
at,
also they have it at Citizens Bank Park. So when you're watching the Phils, definitely get yourself a Yards Brewery Philly Standard beer.
They also have the brewery.
Yes.
Down
Center City.
I guess Callow Hill.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can go down there. They got great food.
Yep.
Great
absolutely.
environment. Bars, everything like that. So, again, big shout out. Out. Everything went great with them guys. Shirts, everything gave out. Everybody.
They loved it down here.
Everybody loved it. So.
Yeah, definitely shout out Yards. Definitely go buy your beer from them. They're the best. They're definitely Philly. If you're Philly, you got to drink what's Philly. So definitely go hit up Yards.
Yeah, made in Philly.
Made in Philly, literally.
Philly made.
Yep. And shout out to our last sponsor, Pop-Up's Attic in Langhorne. It's literally the name. It's literally walking into your Pop-Up's Attic. They literally have everything for somebody.
Yes.
Collectibles, toys.
Everything that you could want or need. Great setup, great people. Mike down there, Brown down there, terrific guy. Help you out with anything you need.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to them guys down there.
Absolutely.
Very big support.
It's you can walk in there and walk around there forever. You just looking and being in there, just looking at all the different stuff is cool. So
definitely check them out.
Definitely check them out in Langhorne. Even if you just trying to burn some time, you want to see what's in there.
You won't be disappointed.
Absolutely. So go give them a follow on Facebook as well, Pop-Up's Attic LLC, and let them know that Next Level Custom sent you. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Shop Talk podcast. We are here with a very special guest. We got Phillies right-handed, right?
Yeah, right.
Right-handed pitcher.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. Orion Kerkering, welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you coming on. It means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were just saying before we started, we were like, we need to get him on first. Like that's got to be the first episode. So I'm happy it worked out. How you feeling? How was the off season for you? How's spring training going? You know, how's your body going? Yeah, just talk a little bit about that.
Going good, a lot better since being up. I went to Philly, I think like 3 weeks ago for the fan caravan thing. They're at the, who are they playing? I think the Rams when it snowed.
Yep.
Oh, it was freezing my
Cold,
ass off.
cold as hell.
Yeah.
Because it was like, think about going like from this weather where it's like, okay,
Yep.
it's like 70, and then you go up there and it's 25 degrees with
Cold.
6 inches of snow. I was like,
Cold as
where
hell.
the hell am I?
Yeah,
Yes.
we watched it from home. We could have went to the game. We're like, hell
Hell
no,
no.
dude. Hell no.
No, I had a couple buddies go. Jared Pollock.
Yeah.
Well, shout out for him.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
So
Oh, yes.
he went with his dad, and I was like, I don't know how the hell you two are going to all this. It's
Yeah, right.
freezing. I was like, nope, couldn't be me.
No, bro. Hell no.
Nah.
Hell no.
We said the same thing. I'm like, nope.
Nope.
I'm like, I'm good at home. I'm good.
I'm good.
No, I just stayed here. I'm like hour south from here in Sarasota,
Yeah.
so just chilling down there, enjoying the same weather as up
Can't
here.
beat that,
So
man.
you can't beat it. You
Can't
get
beat
the
it at
little
all.
Cold front that always comes in once in a
Yep.
while, but besides that, it's a crisp 70 degrees
Yeah.
with maybe 10-mile-an-hour winds here and there.
Man,
but
we'll take that. Like, even when we were like walking around, the locals wearing like hoodies and like sweatpants and like coats. I'm like, hey, dude,
I can't.
we're out there with t-shirts and shit. Like we just
Slides
drove
and
up from
shit,
Pennsylvania. Like, dude, I got
Oh.
out. I'm wearing like a black hoodie, black sweatpants. I'm like, dude, I gotta get out of this now, dude. Like,
It's too hot.
hell no.
Like in the mornings it gets cold, but I'm just like, I'd rather be cold in the morning where I drive in, and
Yeah.
by the time I get out, just perfect weather.
Right, right. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, so you're from Venice, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
What teams like were you looking at when you were growing up? Were you a Marlins guy, or were you just kind of like a baseball fan in general? Like, what teams were you rooting for?
A little bit of both, but it was more of like a Rays guy.
Yeah,
So-
that makes sense.
Really?
So
yeah.
just growing up, so it was like, it's kind of like a full circle because Caesar's on our bullpen coach. So
Right.
like, probably for the first month or two, just bullshitting with him, just sitting
Yeah.
next to him, just like, oh, I remember this guy. Like, I remember you, like, when I was like 10 years old,
Yeah.
watching
Oh, wow.
him pitch, like, when he was with the Rays, and like going to the games, watching him pitch. So
Right.
it's kind of like a weird full circle of like, now I'm just bullshitting
Absolutely.
with him every day. So it's just kind of makes it fun. So it's like always bring up like, I won't say the random guys on the team, but it's like, I'm trying to think of like old Phillies guys. Be like, ooh, like Andrew McCutcheon, like the
Yeah.
random guy
yeah,
who's
like
on the team.
obscure
So
ones.
it's
Yeah.
just like, I'm trying
Yeah.
to think who else you guys might know. It's like BJ Upton,
Yep.
just talking
Yes.
like that, like kind of those guys where it's just like, oh, how is like this guy growing up? Just because you always as a kid, you just never know how they are behind
Yeah.
closed doors.
Absolutely.
So like,
Absolutely.
it's almost like a fan moment that I
Yeah.
really get like firsthand, like I won't say advice, but just like firsthand, like what those
Knowledge.
guys were. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's gotta like I couldn't like we're close in age. Like I could not imagine like being on that stage with like especially like you just said like people I watched like growing up like
Yeah.
that. I just couldn't. I could never wrap my head around that. So I salute you there. But
Absolutely. I
Like,
can
everyone
do
makes
it.
me feel young, and everyone's like, "Why are you here?" Kind of
Right.
like how fast you got.
Right.
Up. It's
You
like
flew.
Everyone just gives me shit because it was like, I think JT was like when we celebrated in 23 when we clinched. He
Yeah.
was like, "This is your second appearance in
Yes.
big leagues, and you get the champagne shower,
Right.
and you get to go to the postseason." Like,
Can't beat it,
took
man.
me. I think he said 7 seasons. I think
Yeah.
when he was a Marlins and finally coming here, I think he said like 7 to 8 like big league seasons of, and then I finally got my first one. It took you
right.
less than a week
week.
to get one.
How does that work? Like, how do you feel when that happens? Like, to me, that's
It's got to be surreal, right?
Yes.
Like, it's-
Yeah, it's just you just never knew. It was just kind of like, I'm sure like for you, it was the same way. It was like the first guy hit you up, kind of like
Yeah,
big
absolutely.
league guy. Like I don't know who exactly hit you up.
It's funny. It was Andrew McCutcheon.
really
That's when he
That's
said Andrew
awesome.
McCutcheon.
It's
Yeah,
funny
that was
so
crazy.
sick though.
It's funny how that goes, man. You're right. It's full circle. It's insane.
So it's like the same situation with you
Right.
and Kutch. It was just like almost like the holy shit moment.
Yeah.
where it was just
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
But it's like you hit the holy shit moment, but then it's like, oh, this is just he's a regular
Yeah.
dude, just wanted like,
Exactly.
I won't say have like a business, but it's just like he's actually a real person.
Yeah.
just
Yes.
wants to
Absolutely.
have like the fun with it, with the cleats and everything.
For sure. Yeah, and bro, like we were just talking about that earlier. Like we did a pair for Bryce today,
Yeah.
and like
he's like the unicorn. We
Yeah.
said a unicorn
Mhm.
because he's like, and what we do, he's like the first person everybody always asks, like, did you
Yeah.
do a pair for Bryce?
Bryce, yeah.
right.
And we're sitting there going, no.
No.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
It's like, but you got everyone else because I know you did what? Me, Wes, Bryson,
Sosa.
He did Patchy, right?
Marsh.
Yep.
Yep.
There's a lot. Like the other day, I'm like, oh damn, we did do a pair for him. Like there's a couple guys where I'm like Gregory Soto, one time, Rodolfo Castro. Like there's a couple where I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. But because it just in the beginning, bro, it was like it was you, it was Stott, it was Bailey Falter at the time.
I remember that.
Like there was like, and we were like, oh my god, this is incredible. Like there's no way it could. It's like
this can even get better.
Yeah, like this is it.
Like we're just two, like father and son, just
trying to enjoy the vibes.
Yeah,
just enjoy it.
But what makes it great is because we're like diehard Philadelphia fans. Period.
100%.
Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, Eagles, like the whole
9 yards.
Yeah, and it's just and I'll be honest with you, like as a father, like with your son, it's like
sure,
it just makes it
just kind of seeing their dreams come true. That's what my dad said. It's just awesome to experience and see it like full circle.
Yeah. We were there.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about that.
We wanted to talk about that. We were actually there for that game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, we were there.
It's funny how this works, man, because and I want to talk about this a little later too, but like, so we were at your debut.
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to be there at all. We didn't have tickets, but we were in the game.
That's awesome.
So we did a pair for Mike Schmidt.
That's sick.
This
Mike Schmidt runs the place, dude. We
Always
walked through security. Nobody says nothing to us. And then we gave him the stuff, and he's like, oh, like, what are you going to do now? And I'm like,
just go home, like hang out.
What do
we go to the bar or something? Or
like, what are we doing? Like, so he's like, oh, just go up the elevator and just, you can just go out.
Just tell him it's like, oh, I'm from Mike Schmidt. And just
literally,
like
that's what he said, and I'm like, okay,
all
right, let's do it. So yeah, that happened. But we watched the game, and we've heard about you, like people on like social media. Kerkering just got called up. So we were actually in left field, and you can see the TVs, like what the TV feed. So. Dude, the crowd was electric.
Oh, it was awesome.
And then they showed your dad on TV.
Oh, that's sick.
So, of course, like being with my dad all the time, like stuff like that. Like,
awesome. I don't know. I probably would have been the same exact
Yeah, like
I don't know how I would have reacted, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I
like that.
I would have been indifferent.
That hit us. Like we were like, oh, that's good. But
That's
it's so funny though, because we like joked, we're like, oh, we need to get him a pair. And then a couple of days later, you hit us up, bro.
I was like,
awesome.
dude, we were like Bryson do it. I was like, yep, I need that right now.
Bro. Like
ASAP.
We're like high fiving each other, like yes. Yo, hit him up. And then I think you were like, oh, you want to do something next year? And I'm like, dude, we could do something like next week,
tomorrow,
week, if you wanted to.
Dude, like
I remember doing. You remember we did the ones for what was it, NLCS?
Yeah, that was the first pair we did, the pinstripe.
I did every single stripe by hand.
Yeah,
I was up.
I was so
about
surprised.
3 hours. I did every single stripe.
Because surprisingly, we didn't do many pinstripes then for whatever reason. Like most people like
what are we
the
gonna say, no?
throwbacks and all that. So like,
100%.
dude, I'm like, Dad, you got to figure this out, dude. Like,
3 hours. I sat there and I did everything one by one, hand by. I did everything.
Especially on
that
tough, like the what was it, the Ultra Boost
like
ones?
the fabric.
The fabric. It was so weird. I was just like,
and that was partially why we had to hand do it, but it worked out. They look good.
I
was happy about that. But yeah, it's going back to like your childhood and like growing up. Obviously you played high school baseball. Mm-hmm. At what point were you like, oh, I might make it to the league? Like this is like starting to be real. Like,
I think college for sure. I think just getting there was like good first step. At least getting D1 at USF. So I think it was awesome that way. And like having a good head coach to kind of like push you, but also like mentor you at the same time. Was like push your limits, but like also have those teaching moments as well. So I think it helped a lot with that.
For sure.
And just kind of trusting him and trusting like what you can do best at. And it was just like, I think it was my whatever, because COVID hit my first year. So it was like, we always make a joke, it's like COVID freshman year, even though it was like you got the red shirt, but it was like I still pitched. I think I had like 14, 15 innings, whatever, that true freshman year, and it was just like, oh, COVID hit. All right.
Yeah, the same happened to me.
Yeah.
Same happened to me. But it's weird because like we played like 8 games, 7 or 8 games,
something crazy.
And I was batting like 600 because I only had like so many at bats. So everybody's like, "Damn, dude, your freshman year, you're batting 600." I'm like, yeah. But I don't tell them it was COVID. but yeah, that same thing, bro. It's like, oh well, you can get that year back, but then like senior year, I'm running the business and all. I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm
good.
I'm
good.
I'm having my fun with it now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, you sure you don't want to play your COVID year? He's like, no, I'm done. Dad, I'm done.
I'm
good.
I'm tapped.
Yeah, I'm done. Which it's weird to me that you say that. Like, oh man, because we were talking about that today when we were watching you guys do. You're like, what was it? The
They were like the PFPs and like
Yeah.
like on the
he's
half
like,
field.
yeah, he's like, oh man, I remember doing these. Going, why do I got to do these for? I'm like, there you go. These
There it
guys
is.
are
The
doing it
pros
right
are
there.
Still
Yeah.
doing it.
The
Every
pros
other
are
day.
doing it.
Do you ever have that like times where you're like, man, it like kind of becomes like a
Like tedious a little bit.
a little tedious.
Not always. Like there's some days where it's like, shit, we have to do this.
Yeah.
again. And I'm just like, or it's like the drill plays where it's like,
Yeah.
we don't do it here. Like high school, I just remember it was like, fuck, we
Yes,
do this,
yes,
this butt
yes,
play again.
yes,
Fuck, why do we have to do 7 different butt plays?
Yes.
You just have like 2 and I don't have to do anything. Just throw a strike and just field the ball.
And Hoovie's laughing because that's how it was in college.
That's how- yeah.
We had like 12 different plays, and we had like the worst bunt defense ever.
Ever. I'm just like,
Ever.
it's too complicated. Just
Yeah.
do one thing, or like do 2, maybe 3,
Yeah.
but just
Yes,
someone
bro.
just get it out somewhere. I
For
don't
sure.
care.
Just get the out. Just get the out.
I
We'll
don't care
figure
if
it
it
out
run
later.
scores. Just keep
Yes,
just push
bro.
past it.
Yes. Yes.
That's
bro.
awesome.
But yeah, so growing up, high school, college, were you always a pitcher?
Yeah, for the most part.
Wow,
Ever since,
really?
like, little kid, I was like pitcher, first base, catcher for like little league.
Catcher.
Wow. That was not fun at all. I tapped out. I was like 14. I was like, it's 85. I don't want to deal with that anymore.
Wow,
And everything's
really?
moving over, but like
Right.
It makes
up
sense.
But
though.
up here now, it's like, all right, I can catch a guy like when we're doing flat grounds. Like,
Yeah.
all right, it's not too bad. I was like, I don't want to be in the game though and have to
Yes.
worry about that. And
Yeah. Then
No.
you get down, you got to block stuff.
I'm
and,
just like, that's too hard. I'm just kind of like swatting it like a fly. Just nope, get away.
for sure.
So-
bro,
How
for
do you
sure.
feel like when you were? I don't know if you had that question ahead of time, but so were you always like? Were you like a starting pitcher? Like, did you always? In other words, going from
Yeah.
like being a starting pitcher to like being in the bullpen, stuff like that.
So funny enough, I got long story short, it was like high school. It's always been like starting guy. I was always like, all right, you're gonna go 6 or 7, and then if you hit pitch count, like, all right, we'll take you out so we can throw again in 4 days.
Right.
And it's like just that rotation of it. Went to college and then was a reliever first year. Then COVID freshman year, so like full first season was a reliever again,
Right.
back end guy. Then sophomore year in 22 or whatever, junior year, whatever you want to call it. I did legit everything that year just because we had so many guys hurt
Yeah.
and just bouncing around. So it was like, all right, we're going to build you up as a starter, but we don't know where we're at. And then it was like, all right, we don't have that many trustworthy bullpen guys. They're like, all right, we know we can handle the game, but it's just we have more, I won't say confidence in you. But it's like we still have confidence if you want to start or
Right.
relief. But it was like we feel more comfortable that we have at least like a couple guys down there versus maybe
Makes
1
sense.
or 2. Or like 2 for sure. So it's like I'd rather have 3 or 4 down there that I know I can trust.
For sure.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it was like, went down there. I was like, okay, I can deal with that. Like, I'd rather just you be straight up with me and tell me how you're feeling versus just kind of beat around the bush.
Right.
So that happened. Bloody comes Friday night starter. I was like super pumped for him. He's with Cleveland now. And he throws 6 against, I think, UConn. We played them opening night, like in 22. And then I come in after, throw like 4 innings after him. And so it's like, it's a little crazy.
Little bit of
full
both.
cir- a little bit
Yeah.
of both. So it's
Right.
like long relief, short relief, did everything in the middle.
Right.
And then it went to like, I didn't throw one weekend just because like, I think we beat the shit out of them or something.
Yeah.
It was just like, just moments I wasn't able to get in. It was
Right.
like, because they wanted to like use me on Saturday, and then it's like, oh shit, now we need you on Sunday.
Yes,
And then your
yes.
arm's tired or whatever. So
Right.
it's like, okay, we'll save you. And then so I didn't throw that weekend, and then it went Tuesday start for 5 innings. And it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we need you for Friday
Yeah. Oh
in
my-
case. And then
when am I
dude,
getting my off day? When am I getting this off?
it gets better. So
Oh,
then
Jesus.
I didn't throw Friday or Saturday because we beat the brakes off them Friday. We got our asses kicked on Saturday, and like you know how it is in college.
Yes.
And like the end of the circle, whatever, talk, and then it goes, "All right, Kirk, do you want the ball tomorrow?" And
Yeah.
I was like,
What are you going to say? No.
I guess,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
So started on Sunday, and then our Friday night got hurt. So I was like, "Oh shit, something's gonna happen."
Yeah.
Yep.
So our Saturday, I was like, "All right, I'll probably go Saturday," and then it's our Friday or Saturday will be our Friday night guy, but he was like sore as shit for some
Yeah.
whatever that weekend. I was like, "Great." And
So next man up.
I was like, "You already put me on 4 days rest. You might as well just put me one more." I was
Right.
like, "Just call it a day."
Right.
So
That's
then I do Friday night start. So I legit went long relief, short relief, Sunday or weekday, Sunday, and Friday night in about 2 weeks span.
Oh my God, dude!
So
I
then-
couldn't.
So then I was
my arm would
Friday
be
for
cooked.
like 9-8 weeks or whatever, and then they're like, "All right, we're gonna push you back to the bullpen," and then I was like, the 1 inning to like 3 or possibly 4 innings. So it was just
Jesus,
crazy,
bro.
kinda. So just everything within that.
Did you play like travel ball and all that stuff
Oh,
when you were a
yeah.
kid? that gives me travel ball vibes. Like when,
Yeah.
because
Well, that's how it was.
I coached these guys and that's how it was for me. It's like, can you pitch tomorrow? Well, I just threw 200 pitches.
I just played third base, and I can't feel my
And it's
arm.
like,
But yeah.
You come in, you're like, all right, you go to short, you go to third.
Who wants to pitch? Everybody's looking at each other like,
Who else is left?
yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
just
we've
travel
been
ball here is just different, just because it's like, oh, you play Little League or you do whatever. Like at least when you're young, like 12 and under,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, here's Little League. Oh, here comes summer ball.
Yep.
Oh,
All year round.
And then you get 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, here comes fall ball starting up. All right, here we go, traveling even
Yep.
more, and then gets even worse.
What's your thought on that stuff? Like as far as like playing all them different.
I think
like-
it's good and bad. I think I can see both sides of it.
Yeah.
It's just how well do you recover? How well do
Exactly.
you like prepare for the next game? How are you just going out there just to go do it, or are you just like actually getting your body right? I know it's hard for a high school kid to like
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
get them and to know like what it takes to like play every single day or get prepared.
Yeah,
every
like as
single
a
day.
pro now, you know, it's like, oh man, I need X amount
There's
of
like a
time.
lot
Yes.
more work than actually goes behind the closed doors versus like every other fan just screaming at you saying,
Yep.
"Oh, you piece of shit! You ruined my whatever." I'm just like, bro, you haven't seen me in here for 6 hours
Right,
before the game,
right,
just trying to
right.
get ready, trying to
Right.
get whatever.
For
so It's
sure.
kind of funny to see it
Oh,
that way.
man.
What's the worst chirp you think you've heard that you could say online?
I'm trying to think.
Say whatever. I mean, we could cut it later.
Well, I don't want them to get
No,
canceled either.
I don't think there's like too many bad ones. Like some will cross the line online.
For sure.
Oh,
for
there's
sure.
some
So it's
trolls.
just
Oh,
like-
yes.
I don't know why. I'm just like, because they'll still do it on their spam accounts. So like half the
Yeah,
time,
the
it's
burners and
Yeah.
I'll look at it because it's funny sometimes.
yeah.
But then like other times, I'm just like, I want to text them. I was like, if you're gonna say something, at least do it in your real account, not your
Yeah,
spam
yeah,
account.
yeah.
I
Come
know.
on.
Oh, we get the same
Yeah,
stuff.
we get it
We
too.
get it too, yeah.
We get
So
it
I'm just
too.
like, I don't know why. It's
People
just
don't
like,
got anything better to do. It's
That's
crazy.
why I just look at it. I'm just like, and half of them are just like, it's some car salesman. Like, nope, nothing wrong
Right,
with car
right,
salesman
right.
or whatever. It's like, you're giving shit to a 23-year-old
Right.
and you're 40 years old.
Yes.
Right.
Working here, I was like, you can do something better with
Right,
your life than
right.
just give me shit for
Focus on
whatever.
your job.
Yes, yes.
Focus
I
on the
agree.
job.
I
Like, you can
agree.
be mad at me, you do whatever, but I was like, if it takes you that much to like,
Yeah. You got too much
DM me
time on your
Instagram
hands.
to say like fuck you or like you
Yeah.
suck or
I
go
say the
kill
same-
yourself. Like some of them
Yeah.
will actually
Oh,
do that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just shit like that. I'm just like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
it's
It's
no
insane.
point with you.
And Philly's a tough city too. I mean, there's
But
some,
it's not even Philly fans. It's
That's
like
what I was
people
gonna say.
random.
It's
like
yeah. It's like it's always the Philly fans that aren't from Philly, or it'll be like a Philly. It
it's
might
just a
be
random
Philly.
they're a
person.
fan,
though.
but they're not from
yeah,
Philly. I
exactly.
got you.
It's just
yeah.
some random person.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's annoying, bro. We get that too. It's insane.
I take it more personal than you do. I'm like, it's not that serious. It's not that
No,
serious.
I do. I'm like, that's what I say. He's like, leave it.
I'm like, just leave it alone. Don't
I'm
say
like,
th-
fuck him, dude. I'm gonna make a whole video. I'll post it. I'm like, I got time today. Yo, you, whatever, blah 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 blah. This is what I did, dude. I tell him everything. bro.
like when we did just kind of sidetrack it, but we did the cleats for Cooper DeJean. For the
Okay.
Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah. I saw that.
And
That was
guys-
so sick for you guys.
Oh,
Like,
insane,
just
bro.
just
That was
everything.
amazing.
It was so awesome.
But people are like, oh yeah, don't wear them. You don't know where they're coming from, and
Yeah,
like,
jeez.
and then there's guys. What did you do? Rush him out of Wawa parking lot, and like,
like
what do you
people
s-
don't understand the story.
the
Like,
story
you don't
behind it,
understand.
it's like
and I'm telling him like, dude, don't worry about it. Just forget it. He goes, no. He's like, I'm keeping receipts.
This dude's
I'm
like,
keeping
this dude's
receipts.
like,
that's all you need.
he's like, you don't know anything. He's not gonna wear these. You know better. Than all. Dude, I just sent him the picture. I just sent him the picture of him scoring the tutty, bro. Oh, dude, it's great. But
I just don't have the patience or
You
the
don't.
energy.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, that's
so
what I mean.
yeah, but obviously you play baseball. Was there any other sports you were playing, like when you were younger or in
No,
high
just
school?
straight baseball. It was like
Yeah.
a couple guys hit me, like coaches, dads, like stuff like that. Like it's like, oh, why don't you play football? I was just like, I don't get hit. I
Right.
hate getting
Right.
hit. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't remember that many plays.
Right.
Like I was telling you earlier, it was like too many
Yep.
damn bunt plays. Half
Right.
the time it was like, nope, I don't want to deal with 20,
Yep.
30, 40, 50 plays. I have
Nope.
to remember.
We
like,
were just
I don't know
talking
how to
about
do it.
that.
I have
Remember
no
we were
idea how to
saying
do
that?
it.
I'm like, I don't know how
I
a
don't get
quarterback
it.
can sit there and call these plays and look on it. No, I was like, I can't do that.
No, me
Yeah.
neither. Me neither. But yeah, so you go to high school, go to college, you get drafted in 22. What are you thinking? Like, are you excited, nervous? Like, what are those feelings like when you get drafted before you get the call?
I mean, there's just so many nerves just because, like, you're sitting there, you're like, your agent's calling you every, like, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, like, saying, all right, this team might pick you up, this team might pick you up.
Right.
And it's like, all right, they project you at this round. And then, like, shit can change where it's like, oh, well, their guy's still on the board, so they're going to take him now.
Right.
They said they might take you this round.
It's nerve-wracking.
It's just, you never know who else is on their board or like who else they want to take. So it just all depends. But it's just like once you get that call into your name, it's just kind of like, oh, holy shit, like it just happened, kind of.
Right.
And then it's like I think 2 or 3 hours later, our area scout was like, hey, congrats, blah blah blah. I'm super pumped, blah blah blah. Are you good to hop on a flight the next like day or two to come with the Philly, do all these extra physicals? I'm just like, sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? I don't got nothing better going on.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
So.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So obviously,
I'm happy. It's just, to me, that's an amazing story. Like
For
that
sure.
you flew the fact that you were able to fly through there is just
that's what I was just gonna say. So you get drafted, you absolutely blow through the minors, make your debut. Like we were talking about, we were there. What after the game? What time did you see like the videos of your dad and like were reporters asking you and how
it was like
that
right after the game? It was like I didn't even notice. Like I didn't check my phone just because it was like the weird rules at MLB.
Right.
Just because shout out to the Astros for cheating.
Yeah, right.
So it was just like one of those. It was like, all right, can't be on your phone during the game. Blah blah blah. So it's like watching and like in the training room doing whatever extra work post game and stuff like that. And then see my phone or whatever, and was like, all right, looking at this. So I start scrolling. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the reporters asking after the game, so it was a cool moment.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Did you talk to your dad and go, Dad, come on? No, I'm just saying I could see you doing that. Like,
I'm like, Dad, you're viral. you got 100,000 views or whatever. That's what I would say. But
no, yeah. Then it was
that's incredible.
All the news networks wanted to come out. Right. Like, and then that's when like we went to postseason afterwards. I'm just like, I gotta focus on this, not worry about that.
You're about to make a playoff push.
Yeah, your dad's awesome. He was a Marine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's how my dad's grandfather was, Marine. Yeah, so that's pretty cool though.
No, that's incredible. Yeah, I asked that. My mom actually was like, "You need to ask them this question." I'm like, "Mom, it's already written down. It's already go." So, so she wanted me to ask that. But I mean, we talked a little bit about when you DM'd us and you wanted to get some hairs done and all. We always want to wonder this because we used to do the cases, right?
Yeah.
Shout out Bryson. Bryson was like, dude, no more cases,
no more
bro.
Cases,
he's like, bring
I
them
don't
in
know where to
trash
put
bags.
them.
Bring them in trash bags, bro. So like, did you ever get any like funny looks or like, yo, what's in there when you brought in like?
Let's call it what it is. It's a gun case.
Yeah,
it's a gun case.
Actually,
I still have it. That's the Joker one you made. I still keep it around just so like, just for that.
That's
so like when I
awesome.
get the gun or whatever, it's like, oh, it's already,
it's already
like
ready.
custom, like,
there we go.
Gun case just for me. Pelican case.
Perfect. That's what we wanted. That's how it was.
Exactly.
It's multi-useful.
So I think for the first one, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like how you did for Bryce today, I think that was like perfect. But I think like how you guys did with like the custom boxes, I think that's even better.
Yeah, I agree. I could see how that become like Bryson. He probably has like 10 cases, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why we didn't think about that.
Oh, it took him to say something like, guys.
He's like, dude, just bring them in like.
He's
trash
like, what
bags,
did he?
dude.
He's like, what did these cost you? He's like, keep them. He's like, it's cool, man. I got plenty. We're good. I said, all right, well, just making sure.
It just looks cool. Like when you come into the
nice.
stadium,
Oh, yeah,
like,
100%.
people are always like wondering it all. But yeah, we always wondered that. We're always like, dude, what do you think people think about when they bring these cases in? Like, yo,
no, I think it was super dope. And then like how Bryson said was like, shit, I got like three of these in my locker. Like I don't know what else to do with them.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. But do you have a favorite pair that we've done?
Probably, the Star Wars.
I was hoping you would say that.
I think definitely the Star Wars.
I was
ones
hoping
for
you
sure.
would say that.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
That was the one.
I was upset that I didn't get the pitch that day.
Yes.
But I was just
Yes.
I was like one players weekend.
Yes.
It's like, you know what? Then you
It
guys
was
made the
perfect.
other ones for us. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I'll just rock these for
Right.
pre-game, and then got shout out. I was like, what is
Yeah.
sure,
Dude,
or
that
whatever.
was
And then
crazy.
someone DM'd me, and I was like, oh, you're on this whatever. But it was like on MLB Fits or some other website with all the cleats.
I
And,
get
like,
it too.
I think as soon as I saw it, like I DM'd you about like
No, that was-
actually finally coming through
That was
with
so
it.
sick, bro. It's just so different. Like we spend like 10, 15 hours on the pair.
100%, yeah.
And then like when it's on the field, it's just like
It just hits
insane.
different.
Like
Yeah.
it's just
for us, when we do some of these like cleats and stuff like that, it's just the hours that we put in, and then just not just like thrown out there like we do anything.
Oh, 100%,
but
yeah.
honestly, there's some
It's just all the
pairs-
hard work that you put
It's
into it.
right.
It's
like
just how
literally
awesome it is.
like 20 hours. Like he'll be up till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
100%.
And I'll text him and I'm going, why are you still up?
Up.
He's like, Dad, I don't care. He's like,
it's got to get done.
It's like in the middle of the, and I'm just like, I can't. And it
yes,
just-
literally.
He's
exactly.
like, once I get started, I can't stop. He goes, like, I
Exactly.
get into this thing, and I'm like, listen, because I'll say to him, like, go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Go to bed. I'm like, you'll make mistakes. You don't want to make a mistake.
He's right. It's happened before. I can't lie. It's happened before.
Oh man, you don't
We
even know.
fix it.
Not with you.
No. We've had some rough
We have
ones.
some rough ones. I can't lie to you.
Because like repainted almost at that.
No,
Nope.
worse than that.
Really?
We'll tell you after this episode
Yeah.
of the Shop Talk Podcast. But
There's
nah.
some, like, yeah. It's, but it's again, it's we're trying to get everything done for you. Like that's. I take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah,
I do take
absolutely.
a lot of
Yeah.
pride in that.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, there's some good ones.
Yeah.
There's some good ones, but but like Ryan, like I used to be like, because that's how pretty much the business started. It was like, Dad, look at these cleats that Harper had done, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh yeah, how much? And how much were they like?
Like 800, 900, 700.
Holy shit.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do it, whatever. And he's like, well, I'm going to do my own. And he's
That's
painting
how it
his
started.
Own. That's how it
That's
started.
awesome.
He did it his own, and just, it's just weird that that's what it started from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's come a long way. So
Did you post Bryce's cleats yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
We'll-
yeah.
we'll
seen
show
them
you.
yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll
They're
show it
sick.
to you after this. But yeah, we got Maddie. She's our photographer. She's
awesome.
hella talented.
Oh, very, yes.
She's editing for him right now. So
Oh, sick.
so shout out to Maddie. But so you wear Adidas.
Yep.
What kind of wanted what made you want to wear Adidas? Did you always wear it? What does that look like?
So I've always worn Adidas since high school, just because I always make the fun joke, just because I have narrow feet and Adidas always has narrow shoes, so it always molds to my shoe better.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
I've always tried New Balance, Nike. I'm just it just doesn't feel comfortable. Ever since I put the different couple of Adidas cleats on, it's always been perfect with it. So it's been pretty good.
No, that's
so
awesome.
I can't complain.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's we always wonder that how things go into that, and is a lot of guys. It's like, well, they pay me the money, or it's like, no, I've been rocking with them in your case since when I was younger. So
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. But
like me, usually I'm the one that breaks them down. I'll take the laces out. I'll take the ends, and I'll sit there and wow, these are really comfortable looking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll
Yeah.
grab, and I'll sit there and go, well, these are kind of thin, and honestly, if I played, I know what I would be wearing.
Yeah,
me
exactly.
too. Me too. I do too. But in college, it was I would get from eBay, Poshmark. I'm
100%.
I'm getting as many pairs as I can because they were $10.
They'll be limited, whatever.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah, exactly.
literally. But that's funny.
Especially when they go out, or it's just they don't do them anymore. I'm just shit, I have to go on every
Yeah,
other third-party
exactly.
website. It's
Yeah,
exactly.
An agency, it's oh, can I get this pair? And it's oh, they don't sell
don't
them
have
anymore,
them.
so I can't do whatever. So
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through. I'm just all right, there's that pair off of some Japanese website
Right.
or some random
Yeah, Under
eBay,
Armour,
Poshmark kind
Yeah.
of thing. Exactly.
Under Armour, Adidas, they have the best insoles.
Yeah, they
To
do.
me, when I
Yeah.
pull them out, I'm like, man, these are New Balance.
Yeah,
They're
New Balance,
the most
yeah.
comfortable. I'm if I played, that's what I would be using. They're
100%.
the most comfortable, the most cushion. So but I'm no professional athlete, but
right. I see you got some Travis's on.
yeah.
Super fire. I need a pair of those. I need a pair of those right there.
Just go on Goat.
Yeah,
Is
so
that the
solid.
move? Go.
Yeah.
you could
Go.
buy me. I don't know. Take a pair.
Yeah, right. All right.
Size 13.
I got you.
Dad needs a pair.
I got you. Were you always a sneakerhead? Do you consider yourself a sneakerhead now?
Not at all. I think now I'm starting to get more recently into
Yeah.
finding the right shoes, just because I've always been oh, here's another fun pair of tennis shoes I'll wear for the
Yeah.
next 6 months,
Right.
not care of the world. So it's just
That's how I am. Yep.
Yep.
so now it's all right, got paid, got whatever up
Yep.
here, and now it's okay, I can kind of find, because there's a difference. I'm gonna say lifestyle, which is you gotta act more. I wouldn't say professional, but
No, for sure.
dress
Yeah, you gotta fit the
better for-
part. Yeah.
fit the
Yes.
part.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
all right, I gotta wear pants to work, or at least on the road. It's
Right.
you gotta wear I don't want to say joggers, but wear something long, wear something
Right.
professional. So it's
Right.
all right, I can't just wear Adidas or Nike random running shoes. So it's
Right.
all right, I gotta look for the part and stuff like that.
That makes
So
sense. That
a little
makes
different
perfect
that
sense.
way with it. So it's trying to find, because I'm always a neutral guy where I'm just all black kind
I'm
of.
the
for
same
a couple
exact way.
days, or it's
I'm the same exact
black,
way.
white, gray, tan.
Yup.
Trying to think what else. Maybe a little pink here and there, because
Yeah.
I got the new Travis Scott's the brown ones,
Yeah.
the Mocha with the pink
Yeah, yeah,
laces.
yeah.
So I just got got those. Got I'm trying to think the black and red ones, the mids, the Travis Scott ones. I'm trying to think what
The black and
colorway-
red mids.
I'm trying to think of the colorway. It's more black and cream, but it's got the Nike swoosh is backwards.
Oh,
Yeah, it's red,
yeah.
So I just got that one, and I just sent them the custom cleats.
Oh,
so they put
that
the
would
bomb.
be sick.
So those are my practice cleats this year, because last year I got the Philly Kobe's,
Yeah.
and I put cleats on those.
That's sick.
Oh,
so
that's
now,
sick.
so now
That's
this year
fire.
I
That's
did
fire.
Travis Scott ones
That
for this
is
year.
sick.
So.
Actually, I don't remember if we were delivering for you or who we were delivering for. Someone came up to us and said like, "Oh, I'm friends with Orion." And do you remember what his name was or what he remembered you from college? He said from college or something.
Probably Jared.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But that's what he
was
said.
it the Yankees game?
Yes.
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 He's from
That's
Jared,
what it was.
yeah.
So he was like, "Dude, have you seen his Kobe's?" I'm like, "No. He showed me." I'm like, "Dude, that is so fire. It makes sense too." So that's.
I was just so glad I was able to get them because I was like, I went on this Nike sneakers, or whatever. I was like, shoot, I didn't get the whatever.
It's
you know
always
how it
terrible.
is.
Yeah.
It's always bots or always
Yep.
like the third parties always get them.
Yep.
Just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go and go. I don't care how much they cost. So I was like, sure, whatever.
Right.
Send it in.
Right.
Got the express shipping out. And Custom Cleats always a great company. Just
For
to,
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
ship
Shout
them
out to them too.
Yeah,
Shout out to
they've
them.
been awesome. So I think it gets in tomorrow, the next day.
Nice.
So
You're gonna have to
just-
send me a picture of that.
just
that
in
Yeah,
time.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I was just
That's
going to
fire.
say.
But yeah, we got some questions from our fans on Instagram. If you want
Yeah.
your questions to be answered, usually we posted it yesterday. We got 2 questions here.
Yep.
One's from Alex. Alex wants to know what it feels like pitching in the bank when you go out to the bullpen.
It's so hard to explain. It's just like, because you get that tunnel vision almost,
Right.
where it's just like you're so focused on something, and like obviously you get those like I won't say nerves, but you always get like the extra adrenaline
for
rush,
sure.
like the nerves of excitement almost, and then like you hear the crowd like in the back of your head almost. It feels like
Yeah.
So it's just like it's just a moment you can't really fully explain per se, just because how excited you are.
Right.
It's kind of like. It's not so much like it takes your breath away, like when we're going down like a roller coaster, kind of like a big drop.
Yeah.
But just like the excitement getting up to that thing is just like, all right, here it comes,
Right.
like every single time.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it gets even bigger during the postseason, just
Right.
because like even how louder that gets during the regular season, and just how fun it is, and
Yeah.
just like the like competitiveness you want to have every
For
single
sure.
time out there.
Yeah, we went to our first playoff game thanks to you
Yes.
last
thank you.
year, and
yes.
there is literally like everyone
The
says.
seats-
Everyone
the
says
seats
are
are
crazy.
moving.
Yes.
The seats are rattling. There's nothing like it.
right.
There's
Like
nothing
everyone
like
says.
it.
Everyone says, "Oh, you got it's
Until
the
you
loudest," and
experience it,
when
you
you're
just
there,
don't
it's
know.
When
10
it's there,
times.
it's
yeah.
so much louder.
Yeah, like Schwarber hit the leadoff homer, and you literally like it
You
felt like
shake
it
it.
was moving.
Feels different. It
Yes.
feels different. And
Yeah, that's
oh,
got to
no.
be insane when you're
I
actually
actually
on the
won that
field.
hat toss. Did you know about that?
No.
So we do the hat toss in the bullpen, just like, oh, we think whoever's going to home run. Or
Oh,
whatever.
oh yeah.
Really?
It's like we throw a hat, and then we just have like a fun prize at the end with it. So it's like, all right, whoever gets it gets the fun prize. At
Oh,
the
that's
end. So It's
sick.
an awesome thing.
That's
to do.
sick. That's
So it's like,
awesome.
screw it. Kyle did it 15 times, 16 times.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
season. He's gonna do it again. Sure enough.
Boom. And it was a tank. I'm like, it's going, Dad. It's going. And he's like looking.
I'm grabbing people next to me. I
We
don't even know
who
these people.
did this.
I'm
And he's
grabbing
like
them. Yeah.
jumping up on him, like, oh my
Oh,
god, it was
God.
crazy, crazy. But yeah, last question is from Ryan B. Hobbies. He wants to know. It's a good question actually. If you weren't playing baseball for a living, what would you do?
That's tough.
It's a hard one because you're young too. It's
Yeah.
different.
I mean, probably doing something with my dad. I think just like working with him, trying to
Awesome.
figure out life with
That's
that.
awesome.
But finishing up school still, so I like degree in finance.
Oh, nice.
So probably like financial advisor or something,
Yeah.
or working somewhere like accounting wise, or like some financial firm, trying to learn from
For
there.
sure.
Grow your way up there.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's crazy that we work together and stuff like
Oh, yeah.
So like with that, like that's the thing. Me and him,
Yeah.
we get along for the most part. We
There's
have
always those
the
couple
most
butting head
part.
moments.
There's
Yes. There's always gonna be.
there's speed bumps. There are
For sure.
but it's not like anything serious. It's just differences of
You're just,
like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say competitive, but you're just like, you just want to do what's best.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
people have
yeah,
different
yeah.
mindsets
Yes.
about
For
certain
sure.
things.
For
Yes.
sure.
So it makes sense.
But like at the end of the day, just wants like you want the best. You know what I mean? You
100%,
want the
yeah.
best from him, and that's where I come from with him. And like I said, it's just funny that it's a great thing that I get to work with him and do the things that I do with him. And,
Yeah.
and
100%, yeah.
It's awesome. Like I said, that's friggin' awesome. But you know, it's when I see, like I said, going back, when I see that video of your dad, no, I absolutely 100% know what he's going through.
Yeah.
100% know what he's
Yeah.
going through. That's the awesome part.
Yeah,
of it. So I love it.
That's incredible. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
We
Awesome.
appreciate you coming on, bro.
100%.
It means a
It's
lot
been
to
fun.
us. And thanks everyone for watching the Shop Talk podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.